2 weeks after I started this medical malpractice lawsuit, the senior partner in a very well-known Manhattan defense firm calls me up and says, "Gerry, can you tell me what this case is about?" Do you want to know why he didn't know what this case really was about? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law in the state of New York. So now when we start a lawsuit, we have to serve a set of papers known as a summons and a complaint. And we have them delivered to the people that you are suing. In this case, we had them delivered to the doctor that my client was suing as well as the hospital. And within 2 weeks, those papers had been sent to his attorneys. And now the attorney who is in charge of that particular hospital calls me up and says, "Hey, Gerry, somebody who I'd worked with in the past, somebody who I respected, said, listen, can you tell me what this case is about?" Now, you might ask yourself, why wouldn't he know what the case is about by reading the papers? Well, those papers, the summons and the complaint, are generally and typically very vague. They don't go into much detail about exactly what happened and why. So you might also be asking, why couldn't they just call up their clients, call up the doctors who were involved, the nurses who were involved, to determine exactly what happened here and why we're bringing a lawsuit seeking compensation? Well, the answer is they do that. But it takes a bit of time for them to get going. If the attorney represented the doctor, it would have been simple enough for him to pick up the phone, call his client and say, "Hey, Dr. Jones, tell me what this case is about." And then he'd give him the lowdown, give him an information dump about exactly what had happened. But now when he's representing the hospital, he only has a vague idea about what the real issues are. So instead, to short-circuit the whole process, he picks up the phone, calls me, and in the span of 2 minutes, I tell him exactly what the claim involves, I tell him what the issues are, and I tell him what injuries my client has suffered. That is a tremendous thing to do if you have that relationship with the defense attorney, you've worked with him before, and now he takes that extra step to pick up the phone and says, "Hey, counselor, can you tell me what this case is really about?" And now the next phase of that case involves providing a detailed, itemized list of the allegations against his particular client so that now he will have a better understanding and he can send those papers off to the insurance company as well. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on in these medical malpractice cases here in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you've got legal questions, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.